Incredible.
Speaking of Rock, you mentioned WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that it's one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. Like, if I was going to show you, literally, and because I've thought about this, because a decade ago, when we would have our crazy wrestling arguments, I had to think to myself, well, what would I show Joe first? And it would be probably that, right? And
it was definitely a moment. I know The Rock says he's never experienced anything like that before.
I don't think anyone's seen anything like that.
No, it was crazy, man. It was much different than I expected. I'll put it to you that way.
How so? What'd you expect?
Well, I'd been working for Ted Turner for like 10 years, and I started that NWO thing with Eric Bischoff and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. You probably know who.
Which was WCW, the competitor.
Right. Yeah.
Of WWE.
So we've been trying to put Vince out of business for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we were killing him in the ratings for like 83 or 88 weeks. We were just killing him. Then there was a turnaround. He brought Tyson on, and we made a bunch of mistakes, programming-wise. Like, we were live, and their stuff was all taped. And we go, don't watch Monday Night Raw tonight because Mick Foley's going to beat The Rock, and this guy, so we'd give him the finishes, just dirty pool,
Right.
So you need to watch the show because we're going to tell you who's already going to win, And so after 10 years of this craziness, I was pretty much done. This was Hollywood Hogan, the bad guy, and I had this crazy run. It was just as big as the red and yellow run as Hulkamania was. It was just as big or bigger. And so
huge.
At the end of the day, I was done, and Ted Turner merged with American Online, and where his office was, they kicked him to the curb. He was down at the end of the hall, so Ted wasn't in charge, and Ted's the one I made the deal with, and Eric Bischoff and Harvey Schiller and all these guys. And so I wasn't really going to do anything. I got a call from Vince, and he goes, we'd like you to come up and work with The Rock at WrestleMania. I said, well, yeah, I can still go, if you need me to come up there, we can make it work. And he goes, well, he used to call me Monster. Well, Monster, things are different now up here. I think I was 53 or 54.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I had a hip replacement. And
that is amazing.
And 2 knee replacements.
That at 54 you were still this jacked. That's incredible.
Another one. WrestleMania 18. After being in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And the next year, I took Vince McMahon at Safeco Field, and actually had a blast with Vince. Got to beat the shit out of Vince. That was fun. And he's all in.
Oh, yeah.
That crazy nut was all in. He loved it.